Welcome everyone to Monday Night Raw here in San Diego, California. We have some great action here for you tonight, including kicking the night off with Raquel Rodriguez, who retained her championship at Survivor Series. So let's go ahead and get into Monday Night Raw. As Raquel Rodriguez here, going to make her way down the aisle, microphone in hand. Let's see what she has to say here on the Raw After Survivor Series. Saying that no one in that locker room can handle her. She's going to make a big statement there, but being interrupted by Bayley here. Now, Bayley last week did beat Raquel Rodriguez in a one-on-one match thanks to the interference of Naomi. Obviously, Raquel knocked off at Survivor Series. Bayley here making that mention of the pin last week. Making a little challenge there. And Raquel saying you're on. Well, it looks like these two are scheduled for a match at some point. I don't exactly know when, but that's cool, I guess. And now we see the New Day backstage. Looks like they're talking to each other. I wonder what that's about. Well, as now we get ready for the first match of the night, as Roxanne Perez gets ready to take on Rhea Bloody Ripley.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Nia Jax, from Laredo, Texas, Roxanne Perez.
As by Roxanne's side will be her tag team partner Nia Jax. The rookie slash the prodigy is what she calls herself, the self-proclaimed prodigy. Will have the irresistible force Nia Jax by her side as she takes on the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley, in her first Raw match back in over a month, possibly multiple months. But it's her first singles match back in a month. As Rhea Ripley
And her opponent, from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
as Rhea Ripley makes her way down the aisle toward the ring, getting ready to take on Roxanne Perez. Maybe earn herself another win, earn her way back up the ranks of the women's division here on Monday Night Raw. Maybe explore other options besides the World Championship as well. There's obviously the Women's Intercontinental Championship, which is currently held by Natalya, who was also part of the Women's 4-Way at Survivor Series, in which Rhea Ripley returned on Team Alexa Bliss to take on Team Zoe Stark. And now Team Alexa Bliss came out on top, so Rhea was victorious in her return. As tonight on Raw, in her first singles match back, she takes on the prodigy, Roxanne Perez. And here we are underway, and Roxanne there managing to take Rhea down on the attack early on here. Cranking the neck Rhea back to her feet. Catches Roxanne with a knee to the gut. Now with a couple of fists, and Rhea here with some clotheslines. And now Roxanne goes for the punch. Rhea turns around and a drop kick takes down Perez. Catches Rhea with a kick. Went for one to the midsection. Rhea caught up, flipped her over, knee to the chin. But again, Roxanne catches her with a kick. Rhea dodges that, went for the boot, missed. Roxanne also went for something but missed herself. And now Rhea with a back suplex. Both women going for a couple moves here, being quite back and forth. Really, Roxanne Perez there with a clothesline as Rhea goes out the ring. Roxanne follows, dodges a kick by Ripley. Got her in a waist lock. Side Russian leg sweep on the outside. Now Rhea taunting off to the crowd as she's currently on top of this matchup. Now these two tying up. Roxanne forcing Rhea into the corner now. Referee forced to break it up, and Roxanne with a cheap shot right there to the face of Ripley. But now Rhea able to reverse, stomping Roxanne out in the corner. Got her up now, lifting her up with one arm. The strength of Ripley to deliver a backbreaker. Got her up again and another backbreaker. And now Ripley going to go into the cover off those two backbreakers. Only gets a count of one as Perez managing to kick out. Still a bit too early in the match to get that far. But now Ripley with an elbow drop from the top. And oh, what's that? Raquel Rodriguez? I mean, we just saw her earlier in the night in a promo where Bailey interrupted. And now Raquel going to distract Rhea. Roxanne going to bridge over into the pinning predicament. Rhea managing to kick out, but what's Raquel doing? I mean, she's still got Bailey to focus on. But now Roxanne with a pop rocks into the cover. Can she get the win with the distraction of Raquel? No, Rhea at 2. Raquel with the distraction. Roxanne taking advantage, nearly getting the win. Now with a little bullet train attack there, as Perez now going to try and keep on the attack. Irish whip, ducks under, leapfrog now, drop kick, Rhea turns her away. Kick to the midsection, Rhea Ripley riptide to Roxanne Perez. Is that it for Perez? And yes, it is. Ripley takes the win.
Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley.
Big win for Rhea Ripley here tonight, despite the interference of Raquel Rodriguez. Well, that's going to be an interesting development, that one. As now we see Trick Williams backstage before he goes one-on-one with Gunther. He'll be out on the aisle any minute now. As Trick Williams, like I said, will go one-on-one with Gunther. As this is part of a tournament to determine
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 250 pounds, Trick Williams.
as this is part of a tournament to decide who will face Cody Rhodes at the Royal Rumble in just 3 weeks' time. So Trick Williams may be looking to advance after he did recently just faced CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship, and now he's been inserted for another potential opportunity at a championship opportunity, but he's got to get past the ring general tonight in Gunther, which is highly unlikely. The crowd definitely loving Trick Williams. He's got the faith in himself, and to be honest, sometimes that's all you need. Faith in yourself. But now here comes Gunther.
From Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther!
At the bottom of the aisle now is Gunther, looking to try and build his way back to the top of the men's division, as he did once hold the World Heavyweight Championship. Now last week we did see Gunther leave the Raw arena and go to get in a car, and it was looking like he was going to go to SmackDown, because that's where the rest of the opponents are for this tournament, and that's obviously where Cody Rhodes is on that brand. But he's had to come back tonight to face Trick Williams. Whoever wins this will obviously then go over to SmackDown to continue with the tournament until Royal Rumble time. As now, obviously this match underway, Trick Williams with the head cranks here. Gunther with a reversal there, slamming down the arm, sending Trick Williams crashing into the mat. Now Gunther got a submission in, wrenching the head back, Trick escaping brilliantly, and a massive boot there by Trick. Slap delivered. Now these two are going to tie up. Gunther overpowering Trick, getting him in the corner now. Referee getting forced to break things up. Trick with a cheap shot kick there, caught Gunther off guard. Now these two back in a tie-up. Gunther again overpowering Trick. And now, oh, a big knife edge chop by Gunther, but followed by a clothesline by Trick. Trick Williams keeping up with Gunther well here, keeping him on his toes. Possibly even the better man in this early going. Gunther dodged. Now got Javon, Trick Williams. Oh! Trick back to his feet on a standing base. Again forced into the corner by Gunther. Referee again having to break it up, but this time it's Gunther with the cheap shot. And now with a big right hand takes down Williams. Went for the chop, got blocked. Irish whip off the ropes goes Gunther. Ducks under does Trick Williams, went for the boot. Gunther ducked, but Trick Williams follows up with a jumping clothesline. Great athleticism and great speed to prevent Gunther from getting anything on him. And Trick Williams now looking really good in this match, as Gunther now sends him off the ropes and got him with a German suplex. Now Gunther's going to head to the top rope. What's he thinking? And a splash from Gunther. Hooks the leg. And a 2. Trick Williams powers out. Now Gunther got him in a chokehold. Going to try and get the tap out win, maybe make him fade out. Can Trick Williams escape this hold? He's fighting Gunther, letting go. The energy of Trick Williams is drained out now. Or maybe not. Trick with the elbows, looking to still try and fight as he slams Gunther down. The fight is still there within Trick Williams, but Gunther kicks out. Trick Williams got to keep his head in the game. The chance is still there. He could still be the one to progress as he keeps the attack going. But oh, Gunther caught him. I thought it was over for Trick, but he turned it around. He's back on the attack with the scissor kick. Trick might have it in the corner, measuring up Gunther with the kick. And now up again on a vertical standing base. Trick Williams got Gunther on the shoulders. It's kind of like an attitude adjustment. Shades of John Cena from Trick Williams. We haven't seen Cena in ages. Leapfrog. Went for the trick shot, but Gunther held onto the ropes. I can't believe what I'm seeing. Trick Williams has a chance, but Gunther is somehow just surviving in a big clothesline. Oh, but Trick getting out the ring. This match is so fast paced. Trick maybe going for an AA again. Gunther managed to get down there with a power bomb now. Into the cover. Can he get the win off of the power bomb? Yes, he can. Trick Williams has been defeated.
Here is your winner, Gunther.
A bit of an upset by Gunther there, as many would have thought Trick Williams would have won. But one powerbomb was all it took. Please subscribe to Tackman12 as we're on the road to 1.5 thousand subscribers. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss an upload from this channel. Now why don't we go ahead and get back to Monday Night Raw. As we're back from the break for some tag team action now. It's going to be the Usos, Jimmy and Jay, taking on the Street Profits in tag team action here live on Monday Night Raw in San Diego, California.
Contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring at a combined weight of 493 pounds. The team of Jimmy and Manny.
Jimmy and Jay have been on quite the journey since reuniting as a tag team. They've picked up a couple wins, picked up some losses as well. I mean, maybe on their way to tag gold soon. I believe 3 to 4 weeks ago they did have a couple issues with the New Day, we actually have not seen over the last 2 weeks. So we're going to have to see what happens regarding that. As right now the Street Profits making their entrance here for their 2-on-2 tag match live on Monday Night Raw.
At a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
Montez Ford on your right, Angelo Dawkins on your left. Now the Street Profits could also potentially have their own little problems with the New Day. I mean, there's not been any interactions between them, but the New Day hasn't specifically had any rivalry. They have just had a run-in with the Usos. And from what we know, they did say they were gonna just over-scout the division for now. So on our knowledge, all I know is that at some point they're gonna make a move. And we don't know when that is, we don't know what it's gonna be, who they're gonna go for. But eventually that move will be made and we will see it happen. As this match now, Montez Ford with a drop kick there, Angelo Dawkins with a splash to follow. Ford the legal man, so is Jay. Kick there, lifting him up, back suplex by Ford. Another really athletic man here in Montez Ford. He can do some incredible things. Jay there with the elbow up. Got him in a waist lock, caught with an elbow by Ford. But now Jay catches Montez with an elbow. Now lifted up and high into the sky by Montez Ford. His strength is definitely quite surprising by what you see on the outside. He's got muscle, but he's a bit small compared to, Angelo Dawkins. Jimmy reversing that. Jimmy again, dodging the attack attempts by Angelo Dawkins. Who's now got Jay, sends him into the corner. Jay managing to reverse. Now gonna get a run up. Went for the splash. Dawkins moved. Jay blocks. Sends him. Oh, was going to send him into the corner. Turned it around. Pulled him back. I believe hit him with like a forearm or a shoulder tackle. I didn't really catch it. But now Jimmy's caught in a waist lock. And a strike to the face there. Now a roll through. Got Jimmy Uso. Just manhandling Jimmy here is Angelo. Now going to Irish whip him into the corner, tagging in Montez Ford. Up on his shoulders, Montez Ford on the top. Blockbuster by Ford. And now Jimmy's going to go to the outside, as he's followed to the outside by Montez Ford, who's running full speed but gets caught with a massive super kick by Jimmy. Wow. Now an Irish whip going to send Uso into the table, the announcer's table. Going to take Angelo Dawkins, toss him ringside. Now Montez Ford going into the cover. Is that enough to put away Jimmy? It's not. Count of one. Oh, but Jimmy managing to turn that around as Montez Ford was charging at him. Jimmy Uso managed to see it coming, managed to duck down and chuck him over him with a backdrop there. And now up and down, pop-up Samoan drop by the Usos. Jay measuring him up for a super kick, but Ford caught him, catches him with a right. And now with a springboard tornado DDT by Ford. Into the cover after spiking Jay on his head. Jay not dazed enough though. Kick out at the count of 1. Still not much more progress made. Jay going to slip out now and goes to the back of the knee. And a spear now. Spear by Uso. But he's not done with Montez Ford yet. Went for the super kick, got caught. Ford kick to the gut, followed by a drop kick. Jay gonna climb in the corner, dazed and confused, as Angelo Dawkins now got him with a kick to the gut. Down Jay goes once more. Jay desperately fighting with the rights to get out of the grasp of Angelo Dawkins. Catches him with a super kick. Jay sent into the corner now. Catches Dawkins with an elbow. But now Angelo Dawkins tosses Jey Uso like a rag doll. Oh my word. Now Jay's thrown into the corner. Again gets the elbow up. Got caught with the fist again, does Jay. Now Dawkins tossing in. The elbow drop to follow there, as you saw, as now Montez Ford is again the legal man in this match. Jay desperately needing the tag to Jimmy Uso, as he's going to fight back here. Delivers a DDT to Ford. And now Jay, I think he was going to go for a snap suplex, but Ford managed to slip down and behind. Now he's going to force Jay into the corner. But again, Jay managing to catch him with that elbow there. Got him with a pop-up neck breaker there. But Jimmy Uso now going to approach stun Ford on the ropes. Jimmy eyeing him down, deciding what to do. Took too long. Opened a window for Montez Ford, but Jimmy Uso is unaffected. Catches him with a super kick. Jimmy Uso completely unaffected, unfazed by what Montez Ford did. But now Ford rolled through, splat to Jimmy Uso. And Jimmy with a clothesline there, followed by a headbutt. This is either man's game right now. Any team could pick up the win at any given moment at this point. It's been a fantastic bout between these two teams. Both have showed why they're such good tag teams and why they've been together for so long. So here comes Angelo Dawkins. Got Jimmy by the legs with a slam down onto the mat there. Now going to go after the arm. Now pounding the flesh of Jimmy Uso. Now disrespecting Jimmy, but Jimmy's not going to take it. A spear to Dawkins. Now Jimmy hooks the right leg. Angelo Dawkins managing to kick out, caught by a super kick and another to the back of the head. Jimmy's going to go into the cover again. Can he get the win this time? No, Dawkins still kicking out at 2. Getting a bit more wobbly on those legs though. Managing to catch Jimmy. But Uso ready for anything. Irish whip, sends him into his and Jay's corner. Jimmy does get caught with an elbow there. Now he's sent into the corner of the Street Profits. Caught with a right hand. And now here comes the double team off the ropes. Up and down goes Jimmy. Ford scurrying into the cover for the win. Jimmy kicks out at 1. A 1 count at this stage in the match. I cannot believe that Jimmy's just kicked out at 1. And now Jimmy Uso desperately trying to just get himself and Jey Uso a double team maneuver here. Managing to get the reversal and a DDT spikes forward. And I'm going to climb to the top. From the heavens with a swanton bomb. For the win, but for Angelo Dawkins is there to break it up. But Uso going to throw him into the referee. Inadvertently there, referee getting in the way. Now sends him into the corner. Turns his attention back to Montez Ford with a spear. And now Jimmy going to head to the top. From the heavens once more with a splash. Dawkins is still dazed in the corner. Jimmy with the cover on. Montez Ford and the Usos pick up the win. W's for the Usos. And oh, here's the New Day, Kofi and Xavier Woods. Ambushing the Usos from behind after their win. And now going ballistic on them. Oh my, what an ambush. As we now follow that up, we see Rhea Ripley backstage as she competed earlier, just making a comeback statement for the WWE Universe and the women in that locker room. But now, folks, it is main event time. Bronson Reed versus Sheamus. I Quit match.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Vision from Black Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 330 pounds, Big Bronson.
Now Bronson Reed and Sheamus have been going at it for quite the while now. So it's finally time that these two men settle their differences in the middle of the squared circle inside an I Quit match. The Celtic Warrior taking on the force of Big Bronson Reed in such a match. Such meaning. Neither man can afford to lose this matchup. It could define a career here in the WWE. If you win or lose this match. As Sheamus is going to make his way down the aisle and towards the ring. As he takes it all in.
And his opponent from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Sheamus pumped up for this match as he marches his way onto the apron. Now into the ring. The Celtic Warrior is ready for war. And frankly, war is something Sheamus lives for. He was made for these type of circumstances. So the question is, can Bronson Reed keep up with the intensity that is Sheamus? We'll find out, but Sheamus starts out hot with a double axe handle. I'm going to pound Bronson Reed with that left fist there. Sheamus got the arms. Going to work on the arms here on Bronson Reed. Just wrenching at the arm now. This Sheamus going to let go now though. Already pounding his chest and taunting. Little combo here, and now hits him with a clothesline. Off the ropes, went for the boot. Bronson Reed dodged. Devastating clothesline follows. Followed by a little grip of his own here on the shoulder of Sheamus. Bronson Reed looking to manhandle him now and tossing him across the ring. Now going to make his own little taunt to try and assert dominance. These two men delivering right hands to one another. This match is starting out end to end here. Sheamus got the first few blows in. Bronson Reed got the next few. And now the two men are trading blows, but Sheamus with a massive clothesline. Bronson Reed going to retreat out the ring. Sheamus to the top with a diving shoulder tackle. Now Sheamus going to head to the apron. Going under the ring. He's got a kendo stick now to Sheamus. Bronson Reed dodging the kendo stick and mauls Sheamus down, but Sheamus not phased. Got Reed up. I can't tell if this is a submission. I think this is a submission by Sheamus. It was, and he dropped Reed there. But now he's caught with a clothesline by Bronson. Double axe handle to the spine. These two still just going back and forth. But Sheamus might have just knocked out Bronson Reed with a knee to the chin. Then hit him with the kendo stick twice to the back. And now with a bro kick. But he's not done. Not even after the bro kick. Power bomb. I think his head hit the top of the steps. Oh my goodness. Referee asking him if he wants to quit. Bronson Reed saying no. He does not want to quit. Not yet. He's still got some fight left within him. As Sheamus now just caves the chest in there. Now gonna lift him up. Gut wrench powerbomb type maneuver there. As Bronson Reed going to sweep the leg, looking to fight back with any last bit of desperation he has. And Bronson Reed just dropped Sheamus on the back of his neck. He'll be looking to just paralyse his opponent there. I mean, that'll definitely get him the upper hand. No doubt about that. Going to ask Sheamus if he wants to quit now as the referee. He also says no. Sent on by Bronson Reed. Where's he going? Under the ring apron. Got another kendo stick. And Sheamus manages to catch it. Now they use it on Bronson Reed. Using his own weapon against him. And now another bro kick by Sheamus. To the skull. Drives Bronson Reed off his feet. And now we've got a sharpshooter on the outside. Oh my! Sheamus locking it in extremely tight here. Going to wear him out as much as he possibly can. Sheamus went for it again. Bronson Reed dodged. Caught him with a knee, then a senton. looking for a manoeuvre there. Sheamus dodges. Gets caught with an elbow though. On the shoulders of Reed, slammed down onto the concrete, and another running senton. This is your main event here in San Diego, California on Monday Night Raw, as Sheamus takes on Bronson Reed, who is now using the kendo stick against Sheamus to try and get him to quit. Will Sheamus quit? Is it too agonizing for him? I don't know if he said no, if Bronson Reed just let go there. I believe Reed might have just let go of the hold. Now he's going to go back to delivering the punishment to Sheamus with the kendo stick. Oh, and the kendo stick's broken now. And Sheamus going to toss Bronson Reed into the ring post. But now Reed got Sheamus again, drops him on the back of his neck. Goodness me. The referee's asking Sheamus what he wants to do. Sheamus quits.
Here is your winner, Big Bronson Reed.
Sheamus quit. Bronson Reed wins the I Quit match. Huge win for him. Congratulations to him. Thank you all for watching Monday Night Raw, and I'll see you over on Friday Night SmackDown.